Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Haunted Man Cave, the series where I tell you some of the most haunted places in the world. Today, we're going to be doing some haunted places in Louisiana. So, here we go to my voiceover. Here are the 5 most haunted places in Louisiana, starting with number 5, Louisiana State University. LSU in Baton Rouge was built in 1860 and is known as one of the most famous universities in the country. In Pleasant Hall, in room 312, a student shot herself after killing her boyfriend. Her apparition has been seen walking the halls with a look of sadness on her face. She is also known to play pranks on several students. Number 4, the Manchac Swamp. The Manchac Swamp in Ponchatoula has been the site of a pretty insane local legend. A young magic practitioner named Julia Brown once had a settlement here. Julia once felt that the town was taking her powers for granted. On her deathbed, she was recorded repeating the words, "When I die, I'm gonna take this whole town with me." Once the last nail was hammered into her coffin, a hurricane ripped through the town and killed over 300 people. Every attempt to rebuild here has met with failure. Those who are brave enough to walk the swamp at night have reported high EMF levels and the feeling of being in danger. Julia Brown herself is known to materialize in the swamp and has reported being really aggressive, leaving bruises and scratches on those who cross her path. Number 3, the old Louisiana State Capitol building. The old Louisiana State Capitol building in Baton Rouge was built in 1852. The building served as a seat for the government until the Civil War, when the legislatures left and the state capitol became a prison. Later, Union troops used it as a garrison. When they left, it was nothing more than a shell of its former glory. It has since been restored and serves as a museum. Paranormal activity has been experienced by visitors to the old Louisiana State Capitol, and people have employed at the building. Some say they feel as though they are being watched or hear footsteps in empty hallways. Doors opening and closing on their own is something else that people have witnessed. The ghost of a little girl named Sarah Morgan has also been seen on the grounds and property. She was apparently the daughter of a family who donated the property and lived during the time of the Civil War. Number 2, the Lowry Mansion. The Lowry Mansion was built in 1832 by Dr. Louis Lowry and his wife, Delphine. Delphine was known for brutally torturing slaves and have them chained in the attic. In 1834, her torture room was revealed and a mob of townsfolk went in and destroyed everything in the house and chasing Delphine into obscurity. Visitors to the mansion report the feelings of panic, the smell of burning flesh, and the sounds of torture coming from the attic. Delphine Lowry is said to roam the halls and is known to be quite aggressive at times. Number 1, the Myrtle Plantation. The Myrtle Plantation in St. Francisville was built back in 1796 for General David Whiskey Dave Bradford. Bradford originally called the plantation Laurel Grove. He lived in the plantation by himself until his wife, Elizabeth, moved from Pennsylvania with the rest of the family to join him. Over the years, the plantation has changed ownership multiple times. Bradford's daughter, Sarah, and her husband, Clark, took control of the plantation in 1808 following her father's passing. They maintained ownership until 1851 when Ruffin Gray Sterling and his wife purchased the plantation. They did extensive remodeling to the plantation, almost doubling the original size. The plantation changed hands many times following Sterling's death in 1854. If you visit the Myrtle's plantation today, you will be visiting what is considered to be one of the most haunted places in the country. Currently, the Myrtle's plantation is a bed and breakfast that is well known for its incredible service as it is for the paranormal activity. Visitors and tourists visit the location to have the opportunity to stay on the property or to attend many different events people host at the plantation. The Myrtle's plantation has been featured in many books, paranormal TV shows, and movies. Countless paranormal investigators have come to the location to investigate the claims made. This includes teams from the Sci-Fi Channel and the TAPS team. Some of the claims including the sighting of 2 murdered children and Chloe, a servant who was hung after poisoning a cake Clark family ate and subsequently died. The following footsteps of William Drew Winter, an attorney who lived and was murdered on the plantation, have been heard by staff members and visitors alike. It has also been said that the grand piano plays by itself and repeats the same song. With the many ghosts haunting the plantation, it is no wonder why I chose the Myrtle's plantation as my pick for the most haunted place in Louisiana.